Texas, home of the fourth biggest population. Jay, Golden State, a team with all-stars, future Hall of Famers, and since adding Kevin Durant 2 years ago, a team 1 through 4 that you have to account for every single guy on the floor to start games.
And Ed, when you think about great guards, when you think about Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, what's the glue that keeps them all together? A modern-day big man, a guy like Draymond Green, who can be utilized in a pick-and-pop scenario, can shoot the three, can put the ball down on the ground and create shots for the shooters. He only leads the team in assists, by the way, but his ability to be a Dennis Rodman 3.0 in the defensive end, that's the reason why Golden State could win another championship.
Wow, that was worm-like right there. Almost, and he's not getting the call.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Curry into the front court. Down 6. Durant. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Blocked by Green.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Shot from the lane won't go. Backcourt violation is called. Thompson. Warriors last year had to go on the road, winning Game 7 at Houston to take the West. Jay, you know Steve Kerr wants to see his team play better at home, make sure they get home court advantage.
Especially because this is the last year at Oracle Arena. And when you have a team that can play with a sense of urgency, that's...
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Ooh, Chris Paul. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Just wait a second, Ed. Wait 1 second. Can we go back to the play before this great play that we just saw? Just because you have a bad...
KD follows up with the putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's in the hands of Harden. Has a chance. Jumper's good. The way he gets to the line, you have to respect every part of his game.
He is an occupational hazard for referees. He's the MVP of drawing fouls. He constantly baits the defender, which makes the defender's hands drop, which allows James Harden to drop buckets on him.
DeMarcus Cousins. Good start. He's made his first shot. There's no denying he is a big talent, but he has a large personality.
And his personality gets the best of him at times. When I think about personalities who are able to control their aggression, I think about Marcus Smart, I think about Draymond Green. The biggest key for DeMarcus Cousins, controlling his emotion instead of letting his emotions control him.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Harden hits the free throw. It's a three-point play. The Rockets extend their lead. Cashes in for 2.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down on the ground and make a play.
His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
James Harden. James Harden. Looking good. 4 for 5.
Look, the Rockets don't take too many mid-range jumpers. Actually, last season, they led the league in three-point attempts. Glad to see them actually find a two-point shot relevant these days.
To Sean Livingston. Iguodala to the basket, but a shot won't fall.
One of the best-kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
Rockets have it. Now Paul with the basketball. The lead is 11. Ooh, crisp ball. 3 for 4. Good start.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him. Maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Harden into the front court. His team on top by 13. Tucker to Harden. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the Rockets, number 10, Eric Gordon.
5 to shoot. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ed, all this talk I heard over the summer, what about CP3's hamstring? Will he be able to get back his first step? Will he still have it? There you go.
Gordon with it. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Curling inside. Layup's good at the buzzer. Nice finish to this first quarter. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter.
This is my man right here. Y'all get yours. I got ball. I got ball.
Jay, you know the Warriors love challenges. As they go for a three-peat, why not try and incorporate the personality and presence of a DeMarcus Cousins?
Well, if there's anybody up for the challenge, it will be a head coach who's had multiple years in dealing with one of the hottest players, when I mean personality, hottest players in the league, and Draymond Green, and that's Steve Kerr. And look, DeMarcus Cousins is going to come back on this team probably after All-Star break, and I think he'll have a chance to really add another versatile piece. But in the interim, I think a guy like Jordan Bell is going to be huge. There's no more JaVale McGee in this squad, but a guy like Jordan Bell or Kevon Looney can give them the length and the intimidation of what they need down low on the blocks.
Kevin Durant with the rock.
I got him. Take mine. Take mine.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
He's a modern-day big that plays like a 6'2 guard. Scary.
Harden in possession. We're a minute into the second quarter. Oh, you can't do that.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Into the game for the Houston Rockets, number 15.
Paul.
Shut up.
Short jumper won't go down. The follow won't go either. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down 11. Fires the three. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
You know, someone I had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60 points just in 22 minutes proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
Warriors have the basketball. Durant, a pass taken away by the Rockets.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Capella to P.J. Tucker. Here's CP3. No good.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Steph lets loose. Can't connect.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Thompson to Green.
Screen.
From the outside, no good.
See, I don't like that shot right there. pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
And Chris Paul, he's been doing that for years. Wide open look, and he buries it. When you look at playmakers in the last decade plus, what sets Chris Paul apart?
He always puts you in a position to succeed. He leads because he's vocal, and when he directs and he guides, there is nobody better at the position than CP3.
Curry, textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden. As they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Knight into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Gerald Green. Curling inside. Shot from in close, no good.
Screen.
Thompson to Durant. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Capella. Throws it down.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
Yes, Klay Thompson. That's 3 now on 4 shots.
Klay isn't usually a guy that goes to the bucket. He usually pulls up for threes, but that was a nice, easy lay-in right there.
To Anthony. Nothing going here on that drive. Gordon to the basket, but a shot no good. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good. To Thompson. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
No fading on that shot, strictly up and down.
Fundamentals 101. It's Rockets ball. Wide open look, won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. It's good. And it gets them closer as we reach the end of the first half. That's it. First half has come to an end. The Rockets way out in front. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway.
I got him.
Curry with the ball to Durant. Baseline drive. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Switch that, switch that.
Yes,
And one,
and a
and
foul.
one.
He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Curry into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Runner here won't go. Paul across the timeline. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Well, leaves the defender in the dust to Thompson. Warriors with 4 to shoot. A lot of contact. Shots no good and no foul. Rockets in control of the basketball.
Oh, yeah, it's me and you, me and you.
Paul. He's on the deck. Great sacrifice. Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Durant with the basketball up top. Down by 15. Beyond the arc for 3. Smothering D.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To P.J. Tucker. Lets it fly from long range. Off the iron. No good. And he'll head to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
First one goes down. And gets both to drop at the line.
Good shot, baby.
There will be no shortage of shots for Carmelo Anthony in Mike D'Antoni's offense, Jay. Why is it a good fit for Melo in Houston?
Well, a couple of things. Number one, if there's one guy you need to trust, his name is Daryl Morey. And the Houston Rockets organization is a stat-driven culture. So he understands at this juncture where Carmelo Anthony is in his relationship to his career. Playing with 2 pass-first type PGs in James Harden and CP3, who averaged a combined 12.5, 13 assists last year, will open up the floor extensively for Carmelo to knock down those jump shots.
Nothing going here on that drive. To P.J. Tucker. Paul. Shot clock to 4 for Houston. James Harden. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
Oh, whistle.
Just a tic-tac foul.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Team foul number 3. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes. Substitution.
Curry to Green. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Houston with the basketball.
I got something for him. I got this clown. Let's go.
Probing the defense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul to Carter Williams. With a drop step. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
Here's Curry with it up top. Down a bundle. To Green. Here's a chance from long range. It's rebounded by Gordon.
Cut it,
Paul.
coming through, coming through.
from long range. And Chris Paul, veteran move, well defended, still buries the three. There's a sixth sense there. You just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. It's Golden State basketball. Curry. Going to launch beyond the arc. Can't connect. Harden with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. Deep two there, won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
A bad pass as the Rockets come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort, it's off the charts.
Harden to Carter Williams. He connects. Not the guy you think would beat you.
Ed, did you see what this pass just did? Now it encourages his teammates to move with more sense of urgency because they understand that next time down the court, they might be on the receiving end of that pass.
And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Can't connect on the first free throw.
You got it, man.
Knocks down the second after missing the first.
I got ball. That's me.
20-footer at the buzzer. 3 quarters down. It's been all Rockets. It'll be Rockets basketball here as we start the fourth quarter. And they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can win this game by 50.
To Curry. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
We're watching a clinic right now. We're watching basketball one-on-one. Whoever this professor is, he needs to get paid top dollar.
Yes, sir.
Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor. On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
To Curry. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Not that time. He misses. Paul with it up top. He'll run the offense. And the finish at the rim.
I remember my high school coach said one man can't beat 5. Well, I'm telling you right now, he lied. I'm watching it happen in person.
Curry. He missed his first 4 from downtown. He finally gets a 3 to go.
I'm going to tell you what every shooter thinks after he misses 4 in a row. One has to go in eventually.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Curry to bring it up. His guy's down big for three. No good. And a putback slam.
You see, to a lot of people, it's an oxymoron when you hear the word superstar and the phrase doing all the little things, but that's what the great ones do.
Now the Rockets will use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. James Harden trying to cash in. And the rebound taken by the Warriors. To Thompson. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
I got you.
Nice pass to set things up. Thompson. Not that time. Harden with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Won't go down.
Bad shot, my fault.
It's Curry controlling the offense.
Defense, let's go.
Paul up to block the shot.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch.
I got ball.
During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
And they call the foul. About the breeze there, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Subbing in for Houston, number 8.
Green to Curry. And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Timing was just a tad bit off.
Stephen Curry at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Rockets have the ball.
I got ball. Pick up. Match up. Watch Carter.
Inside, he scores.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Harden in possession. His guys holding the big lead. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Curry to the basket, but it won't go down.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
He engulfed him that time. To Harden. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Curry. To Green. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. And it's Capella with the rebound.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
Screen coming. A shot at the buzzer. It's the Rockets who are victorious as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.